The season has begun. Week 1 is finally in the books. We'll see who won their games, where teams stand, how our predictions went, and what we predict will be next. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome to the episode of Chalk Talk. I'm your host, Colton Thomas. As you can see, I got a little lazy and I haven't put on my curtain, so you get to see my office. Yay. But let's get started anyways. Our first game of the night was Spartans versus the Wolves. Let's see how that game went. Spartans ended up winning this game 41-0. Watching this game, the Spartans do look good, but it's easy to look good when you're given the ball multiple times throughout a game. The Wolves didn't have the greatest game, but they still need to find out what works for them. Second game of the season, we got the Fallouts versus the Outlaws, so let's look at how that game went. Fallouts win this one 28-13. Fallouts look like Fallout fashion, strong defense, multiple weapons on offense, but they do look kind of sloppy near the end of the game, and they're going to have to clean that up if they want to win more championships. The Outlaws struggled to move the ball early, but late in the game, they started to get into a groove and started moving that ball. Hopefully, they can get rolling. Third game of the season, we got the Braves versus the Outcast. Outcast, a brand new team, so let's see how they did. Braves won this one 30-7. The Braves are on to their third quarterback in 3 seasons. That means a new style of offense, meaning they're going to have to rely on their defense for the first couple of weeks till that offense starts to gel. The Outcasts showed that they can hang with the Braves, but late in the game, with a couple miscues, this game got away from them. Finally, our last game of the week, Space Force versus the Reapers. Let's take a look. Space Force win this one 48-0. This is just a clone of the Spartans and Wolves game. Easy to score lots of touchdowns when the other team is giving you the ball. The Reapers, on the other hand, have a lot of work. They got to work on that defense, not allow so much over the top. And allowing a backup quarterback to throw for 6 touchdowns, oof, I don't want to know what would happen if the starter was there. Now that week 1 is finally in the books, let's take a look at the UTFL standings. And here are your UTFL standings. Space Force at number 1. Spartans at 2. Braves at 3. Fallouts at 4. Knights at 5 with a 0-0. Did not play, had a bye. Outlaws at 6. Outcasts at 7. Wolves at 8. And the Reapers at 9. Uh-oh, my daughter is at the door. Hey, let's take a look at how we did on our predictions with the group of Chalk Talk people and anonymous go-doers that we are. Let's take a look. Prediction scorecard. Chalk Talk, 4-0 in the week. And our season, 4-0. Easy. Roger Hudell went 3-1. And it's 3-1 on the season. Stephen B. Smith is 4-0. 4-0 on the season. And John Jaden. Pretty sure it's Jadden, isn't it? Because Madden and Jadden. Anyways, John Jadden, 4-0. 4-0 in the season. Good job, everyone. We'll see how this next week goes. Now we've seen and review our prediction scorecards, let's look at our next week's matchups. So let's head into week 2. Our first game this weekend, it will be Space Force versus the Outcasts at 9. Spartans and Knights at 10:30. Wolves and Braves at noon. And Outlaws and Reapers at 1:30. Now that we've looked at matchups, let's see what everyone predicts. Space Force versus Outcasts. Our first prediction of week 2. Chalk Talk's got Space Force winning 38-0. Roger Hudell 42-0 for Space Force. Stephen B. Smith has Space Force winning 31-7. And John Jadden has Space Force winning 30-6. Our next game on predictions, we have the Spartans and Knights game. Chalk Talk has Spartans winning 40-0. Roger Hudell has Spartans winning 28-0. B. Smith has Spartans winning 38-0. And John Jadden has Spartans winning 46-0. Third game of week 2, Wolves versus the Braves. Chalk Talk has the Braves winning 52-0. Hudell has the Braves winning 35-0. B. Smith has the Braves winning 42-0. And John Jadden has the Braves winning 32-0. Another sweep. Final game of the week, Outlaws versus the Reapers. Chalk Talk has the Outlaws winning 28-0. Hidell, 36-0, Outlaws. Smith, 18-0, Outlaws. John Jadden, 38-0, Outlaws. Everyone picked everyone's picks. It's a clean sweep. That's it for this week's episode. Thanks for tuning in. Give me a like, give me a comment, tell me what I did wrong, what we did right, all that jazz. Until next week, I'm Colton Thomas.